Anybody else who would like to try? Should I start? In a very simple way. Photosynthesis. तो ट्राई कर सकते हैं. अब मैथ्स वाले भी नीट दे सकते हैं. मैथ्स वाले भी नीट दे सकते हैं. Okay, let me, if you can hear me, please try to understand. Photosynthesis is a combination of two words. Photo means light, synthesis means formation. Photosynthesis is a biogeochemical process, the process by which green plants they prepare their own food in presence of 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water along with sunlight, along with a substance which is commonly called as chlorophyll, which is produced in the chloroplast. In return, it produces C6H12O6, glucose, starch or carbohydrate, and 6 molecules of oxygen is released into the atmosphere, and 38 molecules of energy in the form of ATP is stored in the plant. This whole is photosynthesis. Simple. If you remember photosynthesis, you have to remember that reaction. Clear? Right? And that's what we need to understand. What is ATP here? I'm not asking for form, I'm asking what is actually ATP. Exactly. The energy is stored inside our body. मैंने अपनी उंगलियां ये 5 बार कर ली, मतलब 15 ATP खर्च कर दिए मैंने, या शायद ज़्यादा. So that ATP is the energy stored in our body. The ATP is converted into ATP. Clear? Right? Another question, very important question and very significant question with you people is, I want to check out, everyone is holding a copy. Here, let's start 2,2-dimethylpropane. If you can draw it. Simple. 2,2-dimethylpropane. Take your own time. 2,2-dimethylpropane. Done? I want. Very good. Very strong. Hydrogen playing strong. Okay. Maximum of you people have made it correctly. Okay. My question was not that. My question is, what is the common name of 2,2-dimethylpropane? We have a system here, and what is that system of naming an organic compound? We go through the word root. Every one of you remember word root? 1 carbon means meth. 2 H, not N. H. 3 ठीक है, देखना आप कहाँ आके अटकेंगे. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 100 12 13 Trideck, then tetradeck, pentadeck, hexadeck, like that way. And 20 carbon atom is known as icosane. Clear? If you have the 30 carbon atom, it is known as tricontane. 20 carbon atom is known as icosane. ICOSANE. Clear? So every organic compound is made up of 3 parts: word root, suffix, and prefix. I think everyone has remembered it. Clear? But we have 2 systems of nomenclature. One is IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, and another one is the trivial name of common system. Clear? So if you are remembering, if you have made up this 2,2-dimethylpropane, clear? Right? So it has a system of common naming also. And what is this? It is known as neopentane. And why pentane? We have simple trick. What is that simple trick? See, no, it's not, neo is not the 5 carbon. Neo is, if you can see, if carbon atoms they are arranged in the form of cross, like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that is a neo structure. And if carbon atom अगर आप देखेंगे उल्टा T और सीधा T, in simple methodology, this is the iso structure. So here you have neo structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atom, pent, single bond, that means 3. So that becomes as neopentane. Simple. Organic chemistry, जैसा मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि अगर आपको मीथेन आता है तो आपको पूरी ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री होती है. It's a fact. If you remember methane, you know the whole organic chemistry. Again, one simple question is, what is Markovnikov's rule? Only, if you know, please raise your hand. In the whole class, only one single hand. What is Markovnikov's rule? And what is Setzeff rule? I hope everyone knows Markovnikov's addendum rule. The opposite of Markovnikov's rule is what? Anti-Markovnikov's rule. What it is commonly called as? Benzoyl peroxide. Clear? Peroxide effect or Kharach. The formula of peroxide, benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide. Wait, let her answer. Anshul.
C6H6 C double bond O single bond O C double bond O C6H5.
C6H5CO single bond O, then again O, then again CO, then C6H5. That is commonly known as benzoyl peroxide. Clear? So benzoyl peroxide is opposite of Markovnikov's rule. And what does Markovnikov's rule say?
When alkene react with hydrochloric acid in presence of dry ether, then when alkene react with hydrochloric acid, then the hydrogen atom get attached to the carbon atom, which carries more number of hydrogen atom, and chlorine atom get attached to the carbon atom, which consists less number of hydrogen atom, to form 2-degree alkyl halide.
In one single line, इतना लंबा बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं. In one single line, the halogen atom. What is the meaning of this word halogen?
17.
Huh? Group 17. Group 17 or group 7A? Group 17 or group 7A? 17, not group 7A. Both the same. Group 17 or group 7A. All the elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Clear? But what does this word halogen mean? No. Highly electronegative halogens are not highly electronegative. Okay, they are. But I'm asking about, I'm not the group. I'm not asking about the quality. I'm asking the meaning of the word halogen. Halogen means salt bearers or salt producers. These are called as halogen. Chalcogen, nicogen, halogen. Group 15, 16, 17. And finally we have the noble gases. Clear? Coming back to the Markovnikov's rule, the halogen is added to that particular carbon atom which has the least number of hydrogen. Clear? Simple. Thank you. Right? Yes, please. So moving on, apart from all these things, clear? Now my very simple question is, who can let me know the whole periodic table in just 15 seconds? Just 15 seconds. Anybody? If anyone can let me know the whole periodic table in just 15 seconds. Just 15 seconds. Mandir. Periodic table in just 15 seconds. You know what is the best use of periodic table? Like if you are a maths student, if you know the formulas and all, periodic table is the entire chemistry book in hand, scripted over your mind. So you must have the periodic table in your mind. Anyone who can try? You can use the mnemonics whatever the way you write. The first and foremost thing is periodic table should not be learned or remembered, I should say, group wise, because the seventh period is still incomplete period. The whole periodic table, the first period hydrogen helium, first and second. First is, as you can see, the period number 1, and then after we have the period number 2. If you will go through it, I can very clearly tell you we have the first period is the shortest period, second and third short period, then third and fourth long period, then after we come to the fifth and sixth, then sixth is the longest period and seventh is the incomplete period. So you must remember periodic table period wise, not group wise. Here if I try, we have देख लीजिए घड़ी 12 सेकंड से ऊपर होता है तो बोल दीजिएगा, स्टॉप वॉच शुरू कर लीजिए. If you want to remember periodic table, you can use a mnemonics. हाई नीवे बगनो फनी नामक कलसी मस्कलर काफर सिटी वर्कर मंफी को निकोजन लागे सी वर्कर रफ्सर वाइजन नंबर टकरू रेपड अक्कड़ इंसान सबके ऐसी कसबाल आता वारेसर पटा बहुत थलको पीपो टर्न. I think 12 seconds से भी कम नहीं coming back. See, we are not needed to use to remember periodic table. वो ट्रेडिशनली जो हम लोग पढ़ते थे कि वो ग्रुप वाइज हम याद कर रहे हैं, आप कोई भी न्यूमोनिक्स यूज करिए, बट द न्यूमोनिक्स शुड बी देयर इन योर माइंड, because when you appear for competitive exams, these mnemonics will help you a lot. Clear? Now coming back, one more question. When we are talking about periodic table, कुछ नया मिले आपको तो शायद आप मुझको सुने, otherwise तो मेरे जैसे कई सारे आते हैं चले जाते हैं. ठीक है? Coming back to the point, in the periodic table we have 4 blocks. Agreed? Yes. Everyone? Yes. How many blocks we have in the periodic table? Wait. Be comfortable. S block, B block, D block, and everyone is ready? Okay? I think we are all correct. S block means the last electron enters S orbital, then P block, then D block, and then F block. What are the names of these blocks? Honestly speaking, I conduct my seminar over various states of India. I had conducted this seminar when I was awarded Guinness Book of World Record for chemistry. With all over India, about 898 teachers participating. Also in IIT Delhi, also I raised this question, but very few are able to answer. In fact, a very few books they tell us about it. A few renowned books they tell us the full form of these 4 blocks. S stands for
sharp,
P stands for
principal,
D stands for
diffused,
F stands for
fundamental.
Clear? So these are the names of the 4 blocks. If you want, you can note it down to remember in your mind. S stands for sharp, P stands for principal, D stands for diffused, and F stands for fundamental. So these are the names of the 4 blocks of the periodic table. Okay? And as you all know, that P block is the only block which has all the 3: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Clear? Right? One very simple question is, what makes P block very different from other orbitals? We call P block as degenerate orbital. Do you know it? P block is commonly called as degenerate orbital. But why P block is called as degenerate orbital? Because the last electron, it can enter in any of the p orbital. The last electron can enter in any of the p orbital. We have p orbital like this. Are you getting me? Right? P of x, p of y, and p of z. If I am talking about these 3 orbitals, that is p of x, p of y, and p of z. One This orbital can accommodate 2 electrons as per the Pauli's exclusion principle. Clear? That means, and they should have opposite spins. One clockwise and another one as anti-clockwise. Coming back, so total kitne hue? 6. So in P block, how many orbitals we have? From 13 till 18. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that is why P block can accommodate these 3 pair of electrons, including the 6 vertical rows, which we call as periods from 13 till 18. Now my question is, in P block, the last electron can enter any of the orbital. Either it can enter P of X, or either it can enter P of Y, or either it can enter P of Z. Right? The electron will have equal energies. What electron will have? Equal energy. That is why it is called as equal energy. That is the reason why it is called as degenerate. Clear? The electron can enter, अगर बेटा इलेक्ट्रॉन P of X में आएगा या इलेक्ट्रॉन P of Y में चला गया या P of Z में चला गया, उसकी एनर्जी क्या रहेगी? इक्वल रहेगी. That is why it is called as degenerate. Not only P, we have P block also. Clear? So these orbitals, they are called as degenerate orbitals because they split equal energy. Another question is, we all know that matter is made up of elements, compounds and mixtures. Right? I'm not going to ask you about elements, compounds and mixtures. My question is, matter is further subdivided into made up of molecules. Molecules can exist in both combined state as well as in independent state. Molecules are further made up of atoms, and atoms always exist in combined state. Atom is further subdivided into 3 fundamental particles: proton, electron and neutron. Clear? And this proton, electron and neutron, if I go a little more away from the Dalton's atomic theory, these 3 fundamental particles, proton, electron and neutron, they are further subdivided into antineutrino, positrino, pi meson, etc., etc., so many particles. My question is, inside an atom, we have centrally located nucleus. Nucleus contains 2 types of particles. What are they? Proton and neutron. And what are they collectively called as? They are commonly called as nucleons. Okay? My question is, 3 fundamental particles, 3 basic particles. We have electron, proton and neutron. How many subatomic particles are found inside an atom? Including these 3. Including this pen, proton, electron and neutron. How many subatomic particles they are found inside an atom? You will be not able to answer?
36.
35.
35, sir.
There are 35 subatomic particles which are found inside an atom, including these 3 fundamental particles: proton, electron and neutron. Right? Clear? What are isoelectronics? Same number of electrons. If they have same number of neutrons, then anybody? Same number of neutrons. Anyone? Anyone? If same number of electrons, then isoelectronics. If isotones. Then what is isotone? We have isotopes, we have isobars, we have isotones, and if you divide their mass number and atomic number, you will get the same number of neutrons. Clear? And that is isotope. Clear? Okay. One another question. कोई बोर तो नहीं हुआ? पक्का? Should I proceed? Yes. Clear? Okay. Bio we all study. Okay. One question is, मैं अब आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा. I will be able to ask you. See, we basically work for those children because my institute, it is named as Gravity Tutorial, just nearby. अगर आप लोग जानते भी होंगे, देखे होंगे कभी आते जाते, over the canal linking road, Indravati Colony. So my institute, we offer, basically our motive is that you should become, all those who are eager to become doctor and those who are eager to work, study for 7 hours at my institute and at least 6 to 7 hours with their self-study. He is Anshul Agarwal. He came all the way from
Bilaspur.
Bilaspur, I think.
Yeah,
Huh?
yes.
Okay. And you can share your experience